Alright, before I get started with this video, just want to let y'all know it's going to be something different. Obviously, I'm going to be talking about Nipsey Hussle. This is a video. It's just going to be pretty much the audio. There won't be any visuals. I might add some of his inspirational videos towards the end of it, or videos that I find inspirational from him. Might add that at the end. Not 100% sure yet if I'm going to do that or not. But as of right now, I'm sure all of you know Nipsey Hussle has passed away. He was shot outside of his Marathon store out in California. Man, I honestly still can't believe it. I'll say people close to me, or maybe I mentioned it in a few live streams and whatnot, that Nipsey Hussle was one of the people that I definitely wanted to work with. One of my favorite rappers. Got me through a lot. Like when I was going through those times, like a lot of you guys may ask me, like, what keeps you going? What's something that you do to keep you motivated when you're not motivated, or rough times? Because a lot of that stuff, like, we all go through that. Nobody's exempt to that. So for me, it was just like, I can give you so many specific situations that just motivated me. Like, he has a song called I Don't Stress Out. It came out on the Sauce and Boy 2 mixtape. And whenever I'm feeling stressed, it's like that song just pump me up to do whatever it is I need to do to keep going. And I can go all the way back. Like, I've been listening to Nipsey years, man. I don't even remember when I started, honestly. It's just been a long time, like before Crenshaw and everything. But I think Crenshaw was a thing that really made me pay even more attention, with that mixtape being $100. That was a huge deal with that at that time. Like, still unheard of to this day. But the point I was making is, I can even take it to where, with the most recent Victory Lap album, like, it's a lot of stuff that was going on in my life around the time that came out that I didn't even discuss on YouTube or anything like that yet. I was just in a space trying to figure out stuff and trying to stay motivated, because I was in just a space where I didn't know what was going to happen, and I didn't know what move to make or anything like that. And it's like, I would just put that on, and like, he has a song on there with Kendrick Lamar called Dedication. That song right there just motivated me to keep going. Like, I would just listen to it even when I was working out. It was just, you got to be dedicated to something if you want to see it through. Like, hard work, dedication, patience, all that, man. So it's really sad for me to see this young man gone, man. And I say young man, even though he older than me, but it's like, he's somebody that I definitely looked up to, and he inspired me on the business side of things. Like, just to having your own, building your brand while you're still working on music, and on top of that, putting out products, which is, the clothing, the merch, all that, having your own store, and just doing it all yourself, with your team. Like, that's very inspirational to me. Like, even down to the fact, like, with these YouTube videos, when I was first doing this stuff, a lot of people was telling me I shouldn't do it because of XYZ, all these other reasons. And I'm like, I'm looking to build my brand. Like, I didn't do this YouTube thing for, I don't even know how to describe it. It was like me just really building my brand and building me as a business, building leverage, things of that nature. He speaks on all of that. And he just inspired me and motivated me on the business side. And even when it came to music, it's like, he had great music. He was one of the people I wanted to work with. So I have a crazy story about that. Like, me and my boy Javon was out the Friday before, like last Friday, not the Friday that just passed, but the Friday before that. We was out and we was just talking, and like, I'm the person that if you are around me, I will try to motivate you, like, to do what you need to do. And I was just telling him about some stuff that Nipsey was saying, and how I definitely wanted to work with Nipsey, and Nipsey was one of my favorites. And that was on Friday, and I believe it was Sunday, I get a text from somebody saying that they needed some beats. They wanted to work. They're going to work with Nipsey. So I definitely sent them that, and I was like, yo, look, man, I'm praying that y'all pick something out of this. He's one of my favorites. I mean, even if not, just please just let me know what's going on. Like, please. Like, literally said please, type please, and said, like, I literally prayed, like, that he would hear something of mine, and maybe something come from, maybe not, but at least just he'll hear it. But yeah, but outside of that, like, I want to take this off of myself. Like, I'm saying off of myself from the music perspective. Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, like, I shed a few tears behind this, man. Like, it's crazy to me. Like, this was somebody that I really looked up to in all aspects. Never met him, so it ain't no real, I'm not gonna say it's not a personal thing, because it is personal, but I'm saying I didn't have that personal in-person relationship you know, it was just somebody that looked to like a mentor or somebody that was a leader in a sense, leading the new generation of people like, I mean, rappers or even just entrepreneurs in general. He's one of those people that you could look to see how he modeled and made it through, even when, you know, a lot of people was like, you know, you need a label to do this, you need a label to do that, you need a label to do this. He did all that stuff himself up until he did a partnership with Atlantic. And, you know, he went through his whole ups and downs. You guys can go watch some of his interviews, and he explains all the, you know, the stuff that he had. And he stood up for what he believed in, and he just kept working, knew his value, and he took over. And it's like he worked on this whole Victory Lap project for a long time, and for it to finally come out and be the masterpiece that it was, be Grammy nominated. And then for this to happen, it's just like, wow, man. And that just goes to show you guys, man, don't take anything for granted, because you never know when that time is going to come. Like, I even looked at it from a whole nother standpoint of this man was a father, a provider. I'm sure he helped put people in positions to feed their families. Like, I'm sure of that. And for that person to get taken out like that is messed up, man. He didn't deserve to go like that. I know a lot of people are saying this, because of that. I'm not going to get into that, because at the end of the day, you know, like, to me right now, it's like he gone, man. And it's messed up for hip hop. It's messed up just for the world in general. Like, I was saying, like, yo, this dude, regardless of whatever it was that went on, he had a positive impact on the world. Like, I didn't even realize how much of an impact he had on me personally until this happened. Like, I kid y'all not, I will play Nipsey Hussle. I'm not gonna be one of the people who say I listen to Nipsey Hussle every day, but I probably listen to Nipsey Hussle every 2 days or something like that. Like, for real. Something off of Victory Lap or before, random mixtapes, random tracks that he used to drop is something that I'm checking out. Like, it's crazy, man. And it's just a shock to me. Like, even as I'm making this, I can't believe that I'm making this video right now. Like, it just doesn't even seem real that he's gone. And it took me a minute to actually work myself up to make this video. Like, I sat in this spot for probably about the past hour and a half, just looking at old information, old interviews, listening to the old music and everything, just seeing, just soaking it all in. Like, it's crazy that this happened, man. This one really hit me. Like, I've never really been upset about anybody passing away that wasn't a relative or somebody that I had a close relationship with. But in this situation, I feel like I can really finally understand how those people who were at like Biggie's funeral, or the people who were outside the hospital with Tupac, when you see the footage out there crying, like, 'cause I used to be a kid, be like, man, it's a grown man up here crying about this dude passing away. And I'm like, you grown? You know, that come from the whole thing of, you know, you ain't supposed to cry. You know, you a man, you ain't supposed to cry. But when I tell you I shed a tear, like, I shed a few tears, because it really hit me. Like, I was driving, get a notification on my phone from Twitter talking about Nipsey Hussle shot outside his store. You know, I was like, man, I hope he all right, blah, blah, blah. Then more information started coming in later. And then I just started playing some, I actually played I Don't Stress Out. I rolled the windows down, even though it was like 35 degrees outside. I rolled some of the windows down. And I'm not somebody that blasts my music like that. Like, it's rare for me to blast my music. The only thing I blast is probably my beats, because I actually want to feel my beats. But for the most part, I don't even be listening to music in a car like that. So I'm riding, roll the windows down something, I'm just blasting the I Don't Stress song. I should put it in the video right now just to help with the whole visual of what's going on. So I'm just riding around. I just got this feeling like, yeah, man, he gone. Then I saw the report when I was stopped somewhere where they said that he was shot along with 2 other people, and one of them died at the scene, but they're not releasing who it was. And when they put something like that, it's like, yeah, I know who it is. Like, it's him. So it's very unfortunate, man. I'll miss him. I'm just grateful that he left a great body of work behind to help continue on with the legacy. You know, like, the marathon continues, man. And it's just sad that he's not here. I'm still going to be motivated, still going to listen to all the music, watch the interviews, and try and take the lessons that he was sharing with all of us and apply them to myself, because, you know, that's really how I look at this situation. Like, even though like I said, I never met the guy, but when I was going through my rough times, I always had the music. It was always something I could relate to. somewhere in there, like, and I'll put this out there too, like, even though you like I'm not a street dude or none of that. It's like I'm just a man out here trying to find my way, and I can relate to the stuff he was saying. Not saying that everything he talked about was street, nothing like that, but I know all these rappers had their, street songs here and there and stuff like that, and it's like I could always find something inside of the music to relate to, man. Man, like I said, the dedication thing about when things getting hard, I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's like, stay dedicated, keep your head down, keep working, stay patient, keep grinding it out. And that's what I tell people who complain about something not going their way at the time. They don't know how they're gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you make it. You are in control. Like, that's really what I got from Nipsey, is like, you are really in control of your destiny. Like, things ain't always gonna work out in your favor, but you can always keep working and make it happen on your own, or eventually things will align with your hard work, and you will get to where you're trying to go. So even outside of that, it's like, I remember nights when I sell a course, sell a beat, I'll go play either Last Time That I Checked off of Victory Lap or Dedication. Those be my go-to songs right there for like just celebrating my small victories, because like it is a marathon. Like, none of this stuff is easy. It's long term. So celebrate them small victories in between, so that way that's be some motivation to keep y'all going. But yeah, man, I don't want to keep rambling on. This is a completely different video than I've ever done, and I actually really can't believe that I'm doing it. But man, Nipsey, I don't know if you'll ever be able to hear this video on the other side, man, but I appreciate you. I appreciate your work, your information you've been sharing. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe I even heard you start talking about some real estate. Like, I know you were buying real estate properties and whatnot, but I believe you were saying that you were going to start talking about that even more. And I feel like that's something that the community definitely could use. Like, it's so much more than us just losing a rapper. And I'll even just talk from my own perspective. Like, I look up to dudes like this that's willing to learn these new things that aren't really taught to us. And when I say us, I mean like us as a black community. Like, when I got involved in stocks, wasn't nobody teaching me about stocks. I had to find out all that stuff on my own. So to have somebody really start teaching the real estate game, like, I know there's a few other people out there doing it, like DJ Envy and a few other people that's in the culture are doing this real estate game, and they're actually sharing their knowledge, man. That I'm 100% grateful for that. Even down to the merch stuff. I remember back in like 2012, 2013, Nipsey had a picture of some money, and then he had a whiteboard, and it was all his income streams, how much they would bring in, and I believe his expenses were on there. I actually took a screenshot of it. I would take the time to dig for it, but that would be so much to try to find. But it's like, that was game right there. That told me, yo, instead of just working on music, he has music, merch, TV shows, movies, this, and it's just so much stuff broken down, and then your expenses, and then you see the profits. So from that perspective, man, beyond the music, I appreciate Nipsey for just motivating me, inspiring me, and others. I see other people leaving their messages, and I know some people personally like that were Nipsey fans as well. So I see them actually hurt about it as well. But like I said, this one really hurt. Like, I've never felt this way about somebody that wasn't in my family. And this is like probably what my generation's Tupac, in the sense of how the reaction of a lot of us, like, man, like, I really shed tears behind this, man. So, I'm praying for the family, like, beyond the music, behind the business. This man was a father. And as a father myself, I couldn't even imagine, man. That was like the first thing that I thought about when that happened. It's like, yo, man, he got kids. Now they don't have their father no more. Got family. They losing that. And like, just being a provider, man, it's like, I just feel like I feel for the whole family, feel for Lauren London. I speak to someone that's a part of the camp on a pretty regular basis, man, praying for him and just everybody that's around, man. I hope all y'all, I'm just keeping y'all in my prayers, man. I don't really know what else to say. Like, I'm with y'all in spirit, man. But like I said, I don't know if they have YouTube on the other side, but if you can watch this, man, thank you for all the inspiration and motivation. I put that in my post. I really still can't believe that I'm making this right now, and this just feels weird for me to just be sitting here, like, as I'm talking, I'm just looking at this picture, man, and I feel like this picture was just, it's crazy, man. But yeah, I appreciate all y'all. If you're new to my channel, this isn't a regular thing for me, so if you expect me to do more talking videos like this isn't a regular thing. I'm just a music producer, and this just really impacted me on the level beyond music. So I definitely felt like I needed to use my platform to, pay my respects to Nipsey, respects to his family, man. It's just tragic. I hate that he went out like that. I really do. Like, it really bothers me that he went out like that. I feel like he didn't deserve it. I feel like anybody really deserved it. I don't know what happened. I don't really care to know what happens, in the sense of it won't change my opinions on anything. Like, nobody deserves that. So yeah, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video right here. I guess you guys can let me know some of your favorite Nipsey moments or interviews or music, or your memories, whatever. I really wish I'd have got the opportunity to meet him, take the music outside of it, just to meet him, have a conversation for a second. It would have been great, man. But I still appreciate your contributions to the world, brother. And yeah, see you on the other side, man. Appreciate all y'all for watching. And yeah, man, y'all be safe out there.